Hey everyone, welcome along. Thanks so much for joining me, and thanks to everyone who liked and commented on my last video. It meant so much, especially as I'm at the start of my cash budgeting journey. So today was payday and I woke up really excited, not just because it was payday, but that I finally got to stuff my envelopes after kind of having watched everything. So I'm super excited to get going. So I'd love to have you with me. I'm going to just quickly talk you through the budget. I did a separate video on how I put the budget together, but what I've done today is gone through and ticked those items which have already come out of my bank. And all of these are going to be left in the bank. So although they're in the budget, like they won't be part of cash stuffing. And then what I've also done is gone through my variable costs and my sinking costs, and I've written down C for where I'm going to be cash stuffing it, and B for the ones that kind of going to be left in the bank, because obviously there's no point just bringing money out to put it back into the bank. So I know some people do that, but because I live quite far from the bank, it's just a bit of a hassle to do that. So what I'm just going to do is everything that's got a C I'm going to cash stuff. And then what I also did with my variable costs is I went through and have split it down into weeks. So I'm going to stuff slightly more in week 1 just to see how I get going. And then I've worked out all the other payments over weeks 2 to 4, which obviously we'll stuff later in February. But I'm going to do all of my sinking funds today. But what I'm not doing is stuffing my side hustle income. I'm going to do that later in the month, just when I kind of start to see how things work out. Obviously, as I said, it's like the first time I've ever done this, so I'm bound to have got some things wrong or overestimated or underestimated different things. So it just gives me a bit of flexibility to be able to kind of do that. And in the last video, I said about the fact that house improvements wasn't anything big, and then of course like 2 big things have happened over the weekend. So we need to get our decking needs to be replaced, and the guy finally came back to us and said that he can fit us in. And then also we've got a problem with our bath, which has kind of come across the weekend. So I think I need to increase the house improvements element, but I'll probably do that through the side hustle kind of later in the month. So I'm just going to stuff it as is at the moment, but that is going to be a fund that I need to kind of quickly build up to kind of deal with what's coming. So so I'm going to be stuffing about £860 today, and I'm also going to stuff some placeholders for those sinking funds that are going to be left in the bank. But yeah, okay, so I'm going to start with my everyday binder, which is the black one. So this is the one that I guess I'm planning will kind of get most use. So before I get into it, I'm just going to count the money. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85, this is harder than it looks, 20, 40, 60, 86, 20, 40, 60, 87, 20, 40, 60, 88, 820, 840, and then I've got 2 10s, so 860. So that at least is right when we start. We'll see if it is at the end. And I haven't got any 50s just because they're quite hard to spend in the UK, and I don't want it to be like more hassle than it's worth. So I've just kind of stuck to 20s and 10s. I haven't got any 5s because I didn't need any odd 5s, but obviously in the future I may well do. And then what I've also done is order these placeholders for those kind of ones that I'm just going to be leaving in the bank, just so I can see it build up over time, as well as kind of what's in the bank. And I'll leave a link in the description. I think I got these from What If I Fly 17, but I'll double check and I'll pop those in the description because they're really lovely. And I'll pop all the description about where I've got my binders and all my dividers and stuff there. So okay, so the first category is going to be food, and I'm planning to start 150 in here. So 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, and then a 50. So I've done a menu plan for the first time this month. So I've kind of planned out all our meals between now and then. But as I said, when I say food, that's basically a supermarket shop. So for me, that also covers the dog's food, that covers toiletries, and various other bits and pieces. So although it says food, and it also covers any takeaways we have, eating out will probably count as socialising, but basically it might seem a lot, but it kind of covers a multiple of categories. So all my cleaning products as well I get at the supermarket, so that all comes out of that budget. Next one is fuel, which we'll be getting 20. I've put £50 in this month, but I think that might be a bit undercooking. It's about 70 to fill up my tank, and I've got a couple of journeys, longish journeys this month, so that might be a bit tight, but we'll kind of see how we go. Self-care, so today I'm stuffing 100, so 20, 40, 60, 80, 1. So we've got a masseuse who comes to our house twice a month, and she'll be coming this week, so I'll need to pay for that. She does like myself and my husband, obviously separately, not together, that'd be a bit weird. And then I'm also putting some money towards some skin treatment I'm having, so that's kind of what we'll get this month. 20 in clothes. I'm not planning on buying any clothes, but you never know, so I'll just pop that in here. I can open this. And then I'm going to put 40 in socialising. This week I've got a Galentine's brunch, which I'm very much looking forward to with my girlfriends. But I paid the deposit, so I think I probably won't have to pay that much on the day, but I guess it depends how expensive it is. But anyway, so I'll pop 40 in there. I haven't got anything else major this week, so yeah, that should be absolutely fine. Next one is miscellaneous, is a bit out of whack. So misc, I'm going to put 20 in. I've been selling some bits on eBay. I didn't really kind of factor in postage anywhere, so that will probably come out of the misc for now, and then I'll kind of work it out later. Gifts is getting 20, and there's a couple of things that have happened at work. This collection's going, and then also I need to try and start building this up because March and April are quite busy for me in terms of birthdays and things, so I could do with building that up. And then giving is getting 20 for kind of good causes and whatever else I want to do. So I think maybe from next month I'll set up a regular direct debit to the Trussell Trust, who do our local food banks, but I also like to have some for like different things that people kind of are fundraising for, or anything I kind of see. And then obviously nothing in rollover yet, but hopefully maybe next week there will be. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so these are my sinking funds. So this is obviously the first time I was stuffing these. I'm going to update the trackers offline, but that's fine. So the first one's financial goals, so I'm going to put a placeholder in for that, one of the thousands, because that's one I'm just going to leave in the bank. As I said, I'm kind of I do invest in the stock market, so it's how I'll do that. I can just have it transferred there, or I might save up for an investment property. So this is basically like for our future, for like long-term financial goals. So I'm gonna pop this in the bank for now. Also because I don't want to carry like that much cash in the house. So like reduce what's in the binders. So that one's that one. Emergency fund is getting 100. I've already got an emergency fund in the bank, so this will be one that I can have in the house. But again, I'd love to hear like when you decide what your limit is for when you transfer it back to the bank. I'm thinking maybe like £500 in an envelope, and then after that I'll kind of put it into the bank. But yeah, I'd love to know what you think. But anyway, that's 100, so that is emergency getting 100. Home is getting 120. As I said, this is one's probably a bit undercooked this month. Probably need to think about how much I need in there. So I'll work that out as kind of part of March's budget. I know from April that our income will be going down, so I just need to try and like smooth it across, I guess, March as much as I can, and then like factor it into April onwards. So, but I'll deal with that when we get there. So this is, I forgot what I'm doing. So this is home, so this is getting 120. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20. Car is getting 150. I've got its MOT and service at the end of next month. So 150 each of these months should get me there. And then I can start saving for the car insurance, which is due at the end of August. So this will kind of get me going there, which is good. So that's 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 50. So that's 150. Experiences are getting, I should have ticked these off as I went, that would have been much better, wouldn't it? Let me just do that now. So socialising, we've done financial goals, we've done house improvement, we've done car maintenance, we've done emergencies. The experiences is getting, I've missed that off. Oh no, I'll tell you why I have, because I haven't stuffed it because I've got an Airbnb payment coming out for about £280, and then my husband and I were talking about buying tickets to go to Buckingham Palace for the summer, which comes to about £110. So actually that's like £390 I knew would be coming out of my bank. So I haven't stuffed it today, but what I will do is pop a placeholder for 400 in, so that I know what's happened, and then I can update my tracker like as and when I like pay that. So that makes sense. Okay, good. I thought I'd gone wrong on my very first stuffing, but actually no, this one I knew what I was doing. And then the last one is Christmas, which is getting 100. So it's 20, 40, 60, 81. And it's good to kind of, I guess, get going with Christmas already. Yeah, it's exciting to kind of know in February that you're already starting to plan for it. And I guess that's what I kind of feel about having done all of this process is, obviously the bills are going up. I know my income's going down, which is kind of the wrong way around, isn't it? Like you want it to be the other way around. But I kind of feel very in control of this. We'll see how I feel in a few weeks. But this just kind of feels like you're thinking about the bad things as well as the good things in terms of the experiences, and also like some of the bills that might be coming, and helps you to plan. And also I think with doing a zero-based budget every month, I can see how this gets on this month and then make adjustments for next month and the month after, and kind of feel our way with it. So yeah, I'm super excited about that. So that is my cash stuffing for today. So that was £860. It went quickly, didn't it? Like they always do. And then what I'm going to do is do another video later this week about my sinking funds, how I kind of came up with the numbers, and then just get your views on kind of anything we've missed or anything we need to do. That's it. So yeah, this little black binder will be coming out with me everywhere I go. I have ordered some of the mini cash envelopes for like the weekly spends, just so they kind of go in my purse if I'm going somewhere where I don't want to take all of this. But that would be good. So thank you ever so much for coming along. Really appreciate it, and I really appreciate all the support from the community. It's been amazing, just from like one video. So super excited to kind of continue the journey. I hope you have a lovely day, and I'll see you soon. Okay, take care. Bye.